Hey everyone, Livy here, back with another video. This time my janky setup is for another help me choose video. Remember last month I had one for trying to decide between the Joie de Vivre and the Paulina Tarot, and today I have two very different decks that are also kind of similar. And I'm trying to choose between them. Now, I'm going to apologize in advance. As I'm filming this, I am sick. I tend to film in batches when I have time. So, yeah, anyways. The first deck I want to talk about today is the Lioness Oracle Tarot. This deck is very popular. A lot of people have this deck. Now, what makes me interested in this deck is a couple things. First off, those are the backs. They're very beautiful. Both the decks I'm going to feature today, or I'm going to talk about today, are collage style decks. I do have one other deck that I would really consider a big collage style deck, and that is the Guided Hand Tarot. I love that deck. Probably going to be forever my favorite collage deck, but I have been interested in this one and the other one also, which is why I'm trying to decide if I want one of them. I don't think I should have both of them. The Lioness Oracle Tarot, as you can probably tell even from the box, is that it's a little bit bigger in spec. So that's the one thing that that's one of the cons for this deck for me personally, is that it is bigger. Let me see if it says here how, I'm not seeing specs. Nope. No, that's just a bit on it. But I'm pretty sure I've seen, oh, there it is, sorry. 3.5 by 5 inches, matte finish, antique gold edging, 400 GSM cardstock though. So that means the cards are going to be very, very thick. And I don't know how I feel about that 100% because I do have small hands. But the reason why I'm interested in this deck is there's a story to it. So these are what the backs look like of this deck. How pretty some of the cards look, how the edging looks, yada yada. Here's some of the cards. For this, oh, there we go. I can zoom in. So the reason why I'm interested in this deck though, even though it has like a size that's not typically my thing, is, fun fact, the one and only time I got a tarot reading from a professional tarot reader, they used this deck, funny enough. And the reading in question was very, very powerful. So I was pleasantly surprised. I had seen this deck around, and I was pleasantly surprised by the messages it gave me. That's, I guess, part of the guidebook. I'm trying to see if, oh, that's more of the guidebook. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't give you a lot of images of the cards. But, yeah, the reading I got from this deck was pretty profound, and it made me wonder if maybe this was the deck for me. Now, the other thing I do like about this deck, for being collage style, is that it has a lot of, like, roses, also has, of course, big things with, like, lions and cats in general. Now, I am a Leo, which is hilarious because I'm the least Leo to ever Leo. But I almost feel like I should have a deck that's more Leo-like. I don't know. So that's why I'm debating on this one. But I am worried about the size of it. And I'm also a little worried about the style because even though I did get a profound reading with this deck, what's the word here? The collage style of this deck is very, like you could probably even tell from this one, like if I zoomed in on this image, it's very modern, which a lot of people like, but I'm not so much the modern deck kind of person. I've talked about that before too. So that's the only thing I'm concerned of. Like, it will be an outlier in my deck. I mean, not an outlier in my deck, sorry. Outlier in my collection, but at the same time, I wonder maybe it'll fit. I don't know. So for that reason, I'm considering this one. Now, the other deck in question is this one. This is the Practical Magic Starter Tarot. This one's retailing for $45 US. This deck I'm also interested in because of a few reasons. Well, the other creator is also POC. I think she's Latinx. I don't remember. This creator is also a person of color. Specifically, Chingue Labrador is from the Philippines, and I have a lot of Filipino friends, so that made me excited to see some rep. Maybe I could read cards for them. That's why I'm slightly interested in, or, been interested in this one. It also is, I think, typical tarot size, so it's not like my smaller hands are going to have too much of a problem. Again, it's collage style deck. Now, there's not very many pictures on this one, but I'm going to zoom in. But first, I want to talk about these backs, because this is one of the cons of this deck for me, is that these backs, no offense, they're kind of freaking ugly. Listen, I feel like there could have been more done with this back, especially given the style of the deck that you're gonna see. But maybe it's also because I don't like having like writing on the backs of my decks. So I don't know. I'm just being a hater. I don't, this is my least favorite part of this whole deck, is the backs. But then when you zoom in on the cards, like, whoa, they are so cool. Does it even let me know? I wish it would let me zoom in even closer. But this style of collaging is definitely more my speed. Which is why in some ways you could say I'm leaning a little bit more towards this one. But the other thing that kind of stops me in my tracks and goes, wait a second, do you really want this deck? Is the fact that while this is a collage style I do like, and I love, so this deck, by the way, is also very diverse. The other one, I don't think you can tell, even though the creator is BIPOC, I don't think you can tell that the deck is based on what's collaged. But this has, actual, varied rep in it, which is always a bonus. But what makes me hesitant about this deck, besides, I guess, the ugly backs, is this deck too similar to Guided Hand Tarot? You know what I mean? Like, would this not really stand out in my collection? That's my one fear, because the Guided Hand does similar things with how images are collaged together. So I am a little worried that this will not be unique enough of a deck for me to grab for that reason. Does that make any sense? You know what I mean? Like, when you have like one of something, do you really need another exact, almost similar copy? I mean, this does do something a little different in that you can see here the Minor Arcana gets little keywords or like phrases with the card. So for the Nine of Cups featured here, it says you can get what you want. And some of these other ones do that too. The majors, as you can see, though, don't. So you could say, okay, that's unique. The other deck doesn't have that. But again, I don't know. Right? I don't know. Is this going to be too much of a copycat? That's going to be kind of weird to have it in my collection. But this deck is cheaper. I mean, it's $5 cheaper than this deck. And that's not including tax, because, both of these probably have, like, crazy tax. I really don't know. And this artist, I will say, I want to support a Filipina artist, this one is actually local to me. She's from the San Francisco Bay Area, so that's kind of cool too. So I'm like, I'm kind of leaning towards the idea of doing something different. But then I'm like, but this is more my vibes because I have something similar, but is it too similar? So that's why I'm coming to you guys for help. Again, I need help deciding, is this going to be a better fit for me, or is the Lioness Oracle going to be a better fit for me? If you guys have either of these decks, please let me know in the comments below. Why I'm going to post a community poll like I did last time, to help decide. For me, what really helped me pick a deck last time was getting the comments from people about what they preferred or what they thought I would like better. So yes, if you have a strong opinion either way, please let me know in the comments below. But in the meantime, I'm going to head out because, again, I'm not feeling the greatest and I don't want to keep this too long. But, yeah, until next time, bye.